Leaders are never comfortable being comfortable. They're comfortable when they're being courageous. And today we're going to talk about courage here on When He Begins at Home. Thanks for joining us. Glad you're with us. I said yesterday, I quoted the old, I think it was Darius Rucker's song, when was the last time you tried something for the first time? And the spirit of the song is this idea of pushing ourselves outside of the comfort zone. I think he was looking for love in the song, but I want to challenge you today to think about your courage muscle. And I call it a muscle because I believe it really behaves like a muscle. If we work our courage muscle, it actually grows. And if we don't work it, it actually atrophies. It's like we talked a couple of days ago about our mind is that way. When we refuse to learn, it's almost like our brain starts shrinking. And I think our courage muscle is kind of the same way. If we don't flex our courage, we're not willing to try something. Now, when we try something, I said yesterday, we can go to a new place or we can talk to somebody, make a new friend. All those kind of things are true. But I want to challenge you to think about growth maybe a little bit differently today. Growth sometimes happens when we get into hard situations. And so today, maybe courage for you would be willing to have a hard conversation with somebody. You've been putting it off for a while. You need to, but you've just been kind of playing it safe. It's a little more comfortable not to, and yet it just nags at you all the time. And you know that you're really going to have to go there at some point. If that relationship's going to be what it can, if you're going to really grow in that relationship, you're going to really have to push yourself and say, I got to go have a hard conversation. And here's what I've found many times when I think it's going to be hard, if I'll just go be honest and talk about how I'm feeling and listen to how the other person's feeling, maybe even listen to how they're feeling first, it's amazing how it's oftentimes a lot less hard than I assumed it was going to be. In my mind, I may have built it up to this, this hard thing that it was really going to be. But when I got there, it actually ended up, they've been waiting on me to say it, or they've been wanting to say it themselves. And once we went there, it actually ended up being better. And so I want to ask you today, is there somebody right now that you've got strife with, somebody that, relationally, it's just not where it needs to be? It might be somebody you live with. It might be somebody that you're friends with, somebody outside. It might even be somebody at work. I mean, if it is, it's okay. I mean, we're talking about winning at home here, but if you need to, take care of something at work, I encourage you to do that as well. But maybe that is an area. Maybe for you, courage is trying something hard. I mentioned yesterday, trying a new hobby and things. Most of the time, trying a new hobby, it may be hard. I mean, if you go play pickleball for the first time, you don't know what you're doing. That may be kind of hard. But sometimes hard is willing to push yourself out there and you say, let's just in our mind say for a moment, we want to be better communicating at work. Well, maybe we need to sign up for a public speaking thing. And I heard a while back that the number one fear that people have is not actually death, it's public speaking, which I don't really understand that one, but I do understand it. It does take courage to get in front of people, and you have to have something to say, and you want to say it well, and you want to add value, I'm assuming, if you're going to talk to people. But maybe for some of you, that's it. You need to get in front of people and you need to share something that's been on your mind and heart. Maybe practice that, which will actually give you some reps that would prepare you for, when you do go back to work. Maybe for you, it's actually leaning in emotionally to a relationship at home, maybe with your spouse. Maybe I said a couple of weeks ago, it's easy to be there and not really be there. I also said, I think we talked about this a couple of weeks ago as well, that proximity is not the same thing as intimacy. And I really believe that so much. If you're going to really win at home, it's not enough just to live in the same house with people. The intimacy really is available. And what I mean by that is connection. It's so easy to live with people and to have meals together. I mean, you can even sleep in the same bed together and not really be connected emotionally. And I want to encourage you to, on that ride to school, if there is a couple of days of school left, that you really, check in with that kid. And if school's out, you every day you're spending some time, what was the best thing that happened? To play high-low. We used to call it high-low. What was the best thing that happened to you today? What was the hardest thing today? And maybe you can even talk about how some things are hard for you and you're trying to grow through those. And it's what we're talking about there. You're trying to show some courage, and we get to model that for our kids if we have kids, or model that for our spouse, all the people that we're around. We always say people always watch the leader, and in your home, you're one of the leaders. And so I want to encourage you to show courage. Leaders are never comfortable being comfortable. I think they're comfortable being courageous. And it's interesting. I'll leave you with this thought today. It's actually a thought from the Bible. I've mentioned before that I love to read the Bible, and there are so many places in the Bible where it tells us to be courageous, be courageous, be courageous. I've read the whole Bible, and there's not one place in the Bible where it says be comfortable. It is not in there at all. If you're looking for the be ye comfortable verse, don't waste your time. You won't find it. What you'll find is over and over again, we're reminded, be courageous, be courageous, be courageous. I think we're reminded so many times because I think God knows it's hard for us to be courageous. But if we'll maybe even draw our strength from him and we'll practice courage, we'll practice those hard conversations, we'll be resilient, we'll get up when we fall down, I think it's going to make us stronger, and it's actually going to position us. It's one of the ways we grow. So let's don't miss that one today. Be courageous. I think it's the hallmark of high performance leaders. I want to encourage you to do that. Find an area today to flex your courage muscle, and I believe you'll be better for it. You're going to make somebody else better. You're going to help somebody else. You'll position yourself to be stronger down the road. And there'll come a day where I think courage can become just a natural reflex when we get in a hard. You're always going to be in hard situations, but if you will flex that courage muscle, it'll grow. It'll get stronger. You'll be able to handle whatever comes your way. All right, love you guys. Keep sharing with your friends and family. We'll see you tomorrow on Winning Begins at Home.